Hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time and your energy as always. So grateful to share this moment, these next moments together. And today I want to talk about stress. I want to talk about ways of managing stress and what stress actually is and how we can overcome it, or just what that looks like. What are the steps? What can we do? I believe that so many of us are experiencing stress in our own ways, and it affects us all so differently. And stress can affect us, our mind, body, and our soul. And if our mind is stressed out, our bodies tend to get stressed in response. And same thing, if our bodies are stressed out, our mind starts to stress as well. And same with our soul is included, right? And so it's important to be aware of that and how they all affect each other and are so intertwined and connected. And when one part of you is stressed, it's likely it's putting stress and strain on other parts of your being that you're not even really conscious of or aware of. And so this stress is affecting you deeper than you realize. And so what I want to offer you today, maybe just little bits to help through that process and to help relieve the stress, help relieve it. Take some of that pressure off. So stress, when we're stressed, we aren't being faithful. We aren't trusting the process. When we are stressed, we are not connected. We are in a mode of lack. We're not listening to divinity if we are stressed. We're not listening to the universe and everything that it's telling us. So I just told you all these things that are maybe like the negatives of stress. And so we can just replace them. We can just replace those things with something better, with something that feels good, right? So when we start getting stressed about something in our mind, what that stress is all made up, right? When we have stress in our minds, it's just made up. It's fears of the future, right? Worries of the past, all these things getting made up in our minds. It's make-believe. The only place it exists is in your head. It's the only place those thoughts are in your mind. And so if we can acknowledge when we have those thoughts and ask ourselves, what's the opposite of this that would feel awesome? What's my ideal thought? So as soon as you catch yourself with that trigger thought, that initial thing that starts stressing you out, once you start feeling your body respond, your mind, everything just goes into that stressed out mode. As soon as you're aware of it, which is step one, just the awareness of how you feel, you can kind of just like ask yourself after observing, just kind of observe how you feel, step away, separate from the stress, separate from the you that's reacting to something, and watch yourself watch the reactor and the experience and figure out what's going on. And maybe you're stressed because you're focused on a lack of time and you're hurrying. and you're focusing on all these things that could go wrong if you are late, and if you don't have enough time to do all the things. And if you can just capture it in that level of specific I can't say the word. If you can narrow it down to that specific thing, then you are able to take that and go, what sounds better than this? What would feel better than worrying about not being able to do everything? Oh, I could instead, boom, other option. That's option B. Oh, there was an option A I overlooked. Option A is, oh, I can trust the process of this timing. I can have faith that this is all blossoming and unfolding in the perfect sequence, and everything that I need to get done will get done, and that time is on my side. And if I don't get some things done, that's okay. They obviously weren't meant to get done because they don't get done, right? So we can instead we can have the option of all this stressful energy, and instead go, what would be the calming, chill, what would resolve this? What would neutralize? What can I think and believe and feel that would get me back to my alignment, right? Because I'm off. So what's the positive here? And we have that power, right? Because you can sit and stew and stress, or you can sit and stew and stoke, and in excitement and happiness and faith and trust, and still go about your day as you would stressed or not stressed. So you can just choose the one that feels better. And this sort of thing, I'm not necessarily saying it's easy. It may take some practice and time, maybe a little bit of practice and failure. Maybe you try and you still get stressed out. That's okay. You're trying. You're at least conscious. You're aware. So you know how you want to move forward. You have a direction and an intent, right? You want to be calm and relaxed and feel good and trust the universe. Listen to your heart and feel what your heart feels. So as soon as it starts to feel off, as soon as you're not there anymore, as soon as your mind, your entire body, and your heart are off, that's when there's stress going on. Things aren't in alignment, things aren't all system go, right? So when things are all in alignment, that looks like trust, acceptance of who you are, believing in it. There's absolutely no need to ever be stressed out. Wow, think about that. There's nothing that's worth you getting stressed out about. Stress adds no value. No value. No value. And when we're aware of that stress, we can catch ourselves and choose where to go from there. Catch yourself before you just drown yourself in the stress. Catch yourself once you start walking in and your knees are getting wet and your thighs, and you're like, wait a minute, what's this feeling? Oh, do I feel stressed? What's going on? What caused this? What just happened? What am I thinking about? And when you do that, you can go, wait, what? Okay, is this situation worth being stressed out about? How differently can I approach this and feel that would generate really good positive energy and be better for really everyone overall? Now that is powerful. That is when the world starts to really shift. When we everyone takes themselves accountable and has control over themselves and awareness with the desire to improve and the desire to be in alignment and relaxed and trusting in the universe so much that no matter what's going on, you can just have no stress. Because you know it's all going to be all right. It all is all right. Everything's working out on your behalf for your greatest good, for the greatest good of all. Life is good. Life is good. So just catch yourself in the beginning step of stress. Yep. It might take you working backwards, which is okay. This is how we begin often. So you may have to go through a stressful situation and realize, wait a minute, I was just so stressed out. And then look back and go, what caused all of that? And how did I react and how did that affect me? And just kind of assess a situation once you're done with it, and you can look at it and assess it and be okay and not have these stressful emotions attached to it. So when you look back at it, you can go, oh, yeah, what was the real root of that stress there? Oh, I felt like I needed to do this and that, and you can hone in on this origin of stress and how you just let it take you away on this crazy ride, right? And find that point that maybe you could have redirected yourself. It's actually pretty early on. And that may be able to help you pinpoint other moments as they're happening. So you can see the kind of thought, the kind of experience that does stress you out. You probably maybe already know. Maybe high volume traffic stresses you out. Maybe a phone call with a parent stresses you out. Oh, I hope not, but I know it's true for some people. Maybe going to work stresses you out. I don't know. Whatever stresses you out, whatever it is, hone in on the essence, the nucleus of that stress, and how you can flip it over and see something beautiful, or just remove it, right? Maybe it's that pin that needs to be pulled and totally removed out of your life, and you don't even want to look at it different. You just need to delete something, which is also good. It is. Letting go is a beautiful process. So maybe in the process of finding the origin of your stress, you come to realize that you could just get rid of some things in your life. And that's all you need to do, and the stress will be deleted as well. Or maybe you relook at a situation, maybe you relook at that job that stresses you out and go, hey, what am I stressed about? I'm stressed that I have to get up and go to work and do these things and focus on something that maybe I'm not so interested in, or whatever people do that they don't enjoy that stresses them out. And go, but wait, I'm choosing this. So there's maybe that's the origin. It's doing something they don't want to do. And going, hey, I'm choosing this. I wanted this. I signed up to be here. I'm getting compensated X amount, which I also agreed with. And this is how I'm spending my time. So how can I make the most of it? How can I make the most of my time here? I'm going to be here 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40 hours. Like, what can I do during that time? How can I change my mood or energy? And in what ways is this job benefiting What are the perks of this job? Oh, I get to see that employer, that friend every day, and they're amazing and they always make me feel good. And oh yeah, my boss has great advice regarding XYZ, and I got that information and that was great. And oh yeah, someone amazingly made extra food and brought in some baked goods, and I got some delicious baked goods out of this job. Start remembering what you love and what makes you feel good and replace that. And when you start getting stressed, oh, I have to go to work, go, oh wait, no. Remember all these things that are great about my job? Remember how I grow and learn every day at my job? Remember how I'm tested with my patients every day at my job? Remember how I get to be me every day at my job? We can just replace it with these things that feel so much better and calm our soul and have our mind and bodies be relaxed and at ease because we're doing something that feels good. Maybe just change the way you're looking at a situation. Again, I know I say that very casually and simply, but it's true. I know that myself, I personally have gone through over my lifetime a lot of financial stress. And this is me just being totally open and honest with you. I'm an artist and I moved from Michigan to California after I graduated from art school and cosmetology school. I was like, I'm gonna be an artist, I'm gonna do hair, I'm gonna change the world. And with all this student loan in debt from my colleges that I attended, and just so grateful for my decisions and everything I learned and who it made me to be now. However, with that came often feelings of I'm choosing a creative path where I am financed. My life is supported by me and what I create. And with that, there creates this like pressure on me to have to be successful on my own to make that money. No one but myself. Whereas if you have a set job that you go to every day and you know you're going to get paid X amount every week, there's a calmness and groundedness in that knowing and that the security and the safety and stability and that money coming in. And so when you choose this path of I'm going to make all my own money, and I don't know if a painting is going to sell today, tomorrow, or this month, and I don't know if someone's going to buy my recent art products that I'm creating, and it's all just kind of a big question mark, you can start to stress out and, oh no, what if I don't sell this? Oh no, what if I don't have enough money to pay this bill? Oh no, what if this? Oh no, I have student loans. What if I can't pay for that bill this month? What if someone finds out and doesn't like me because I'm not as financially wealthy as they thought I was? Oh no, pain, thoughts, stress. My whole body just wants to tense up thinking about it, right? It's good for me to openly talk about it though, so thank you for listening. But I use it as an example because with all that I said, I can replace all those fear-based stress thoughts with things of I'm an amazing artist and I trust this process and I love painting and I love the freedom that my art provides me. I love all these people that I get to meet along my path and my journey. I'm so grateful that my art can support my life. I'm so happy I'm doing something that I love. I trust the universe. I trust this process. I will always be supported. I have more than enough to pay for everything that I desire and need. Oh, no, that just feels so much better. That is just, it's 100% different, right? and the energy and frequency that your being gets on when you affirm all those really good things and remember your divinity and remember your truth and remember how connected you are. If we're feeling stressed, we're not connected to the universe, to ourselves, to our deepest, highest truth of love, of greatness, of abundance. We're deserving of all of it. All of it. We must acknowledge our greatness and our inherent divinity. We are all of source energy. So we have infinite access to that high, amazing vibration of love, of goodness, of truth, of feeling exactly how our heart truly desires. So we just need to remember to tap into that. May we just use stress as a healthy reminder to be connected and to go back to that space of love, of support, of stability, of groundedness, of amazing light and love, healing energy. We can go back to that. And stress is showing us that we've wandered away. We've strayed from source a bit. But it's okay. We all do. It's okay. It's part of this human experience. We're all figuring it out and growing and curious and exploring and learning our own special lessons that our being is desiring to learn to prepare ourselves for future now moments. We often cannot know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Remember that. I hope this bit of information I gave you today could be at least somewhat helpful and maybe just help you look at something in your life that's making you feel a little less than, a little stressed. Maybe it can help you look at those situations in a different light and shine some love. Shine a little bit of love on yourself, on your experience, some warmth, some acceptance, some okayness. Even if it's just a little bit, it can make a huge difference. So I encourage you to give it a shot. Let me know how it works out. If it does, if it doesn't, what's stressing you out, what's hard to overcome. We can overcome things together. We just need to work through some things sometimes. Get it out. Realize that we are above it. You are above any pain, any stress, any worry, any fear that you have. You are above it. It is not you. You do not need to associate with it. You don't need to be it. It's not anything that you are, because you are love. You are warmth, you are source, you are goodness, you are abundance of all things good. You are trust, you are faith, you are peace. You're relaxed and at ease because you accept and love and trust who you are, what you came here on planet Earth to do and be, or not do and not be. You're worthy of all the things. You are divine. I love you all so much. Thank you for listening.